So this is the sort of the stats that we're talking about in terms of projects tonight. Again, Long Live the Kane versus The Great Adventures of Slick Rick. Ironically, they both had their names in their debut projects. Let's go ahead and get into it. Eats, beats, and rhymes. Who do you got? Let's go. Round number one, fellas. Pretty simple. I think, straightforward. I like to do this a lot of times with projects that we're doing here, especially when it comes to albums. When it comes down to both these projects, which album has the better first song? Again, if you know the argument that I love to bring up and you're joining us for the first time, argument is pretty simple. I believe the first song, whether it's an intro or an actual song to your album, your debut album specifically, since we're talking about it, sets off a tone for what the rest of the project is going to be. So we're just going to go ahead and dive right in to Slick Rick's Treat Her Like a Prostitute. Y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yep. Things I'd like to mention.
Yo, he said treat her like a prostitute.
Prostitute.
Versus Long Live the Kane, self-titled song of the album.
I'm great.
Shout out Mr. C on the cuts. Listen, like I said, the DJs definitely hold their own on these two albums, but we're talking about first intro songs for the project. Let me know if you get any echoes from me, by the way, guys, because I had to turn the volume up a little bit for that music. But here we go. Around the room one more again. We're talking about Long Live the Kane versus Treat Her Like a Prostitute. Marley Marl versus Slick Rick on production. Who do you got?
So I'll go first. I feel like you, I appreciate what I'm about to say. I feel like you gerrymandered a little bit there. You played the Kane song a little bit longer than the Slick Rick song, but I appreciate it because I'm going for Kane because that song knocked. If everybody's head was bobbing a little bit extra hard with that song, I was looking.
Hey, easy.
I was watching. Just accept it. It's a better song.
What are you, Jeremy Line? What are you?
Well, I respectfully, will and conveniently walk over that statement you just made and just keep it pushing. I'm here to let you know that it doesn't surprise me that when you stick to your team, you stick to your team as the ship is going down. You are the official band in the Titanic playing the classical music.
I usually don't lose.
You tend to. This is true, but you also you tend to not get your vote counted either most of the time. So you're. When we're looking at stats, you're pretty even. You're not ahead of the game.
I still don't lose. I don't get the vote counted. I still don't.
Still not ahead of the game. But I will say this: DJ Hobo first to put his score on the board. He's putting, like I said, Big Daddy Kane up on the board for round number one. When we ask about who had the better first song on their album, anybody feel a little differently? Did anybody feel like Treat Her Like a Prosty has a little bit of more flair or more head bang nod to it, like a Hobo was mentioning? Breeze. I mean, you got that Slick Rick in the background there.
Nope.
Yeah, no, well.
Come on, Breeze. You feel it. Come on.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
I don't want to be lumped in by association with the word prostitute.
Yeah, man.
Cash trying not to get canceled.
That's why I use the word prosty, so it wouldn't be so harsh.
Listen, man. As they said in the group, who said that? Black Moses said the Me Too movement might be coming. So, I'm going to go Kane on this one.
Going Kane.
Nah, but the Kane song knocked a little bit harder than the Slick Rick.
Treated like a prost.
Yeah, well, the Slick Rick one is hot though, but I mean, with the horns and everything and the drums.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah,
Cool
man.
Breeze
Sure.
stating his vote. Anybody else stepping up? I hear a lot of people just kind of agreeing, but no votes coming out.
I'll come through. I'll come through. I'm kind of conflicted because I think, although I do, it's that meters break. Those drums are from the meters.
Okay.
Definitely hip hop. You know what I mean? The thing is, though, I like, but I still like the Slick Rick record because of what he was saying. Although it may not come off as lyrically sharp per se as Kane.
Right.
I still think it's a dope record. All things considered. And to think about it, he was talking greasy. You know what I mean?
He was.
He's actually talking pretty greasy.
He was.
And if you really want to keep it funky, his greasiness kind of still holds weight in 2022, though.
I mean, if I was Hobo's age when this album came out, my whole life towards women, but I would have been treating them like prosties a long time ago.
You know, so I mean, with that, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna vote for Kane on this one, but I still think that the Slick Rick record by no means is a.
Oh, wait, you're voting for Kane, you motherfucker! So okay, you. Yeah. So I already put your vote down for Slick Rick, but it's actually for Kane.
See?
There's no stops though. Yeah.
Jules over there can't vote like Trump's people.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know. I mean, like, while I appreciate all the dialect and everything, you just you give me the deconstructed version of fucking Cool Breeze. Like, I don't need to know what's in the sandwich. Like, just tell me the fucking sandwich. Like why the fuck? And then you go, oh, but we're not eating grilled cheese, even though I just gave you grilled cheese explanation. We're having butternut squash soup. Like, what?
Jules writing votes down like how he wanted to go. He's like,
I'm just saying, like, so okay, so listen, so with that being said, it's easy to say Triple C, your vote don't mean shit.
I was gonna say Kane anyway.
Oh no, you look at you bitter. You just, I'll go vote Kane anyway. I'll put your little vote down. Put your little vote. Put your little vote down. But Triple C, don't be clear. Triple C, your vote don't count. I'll mute you right now, Triple C.
As shocking as Treated Like a Prost came out. It was like,
why are you so scared to say that word? Say it. Sex workers are legal in New York City, are they not? DJ Scanless?
I believe so. Yes.
Oh, what?
Yes, they are.
It's 2022, my guys.
Don't get no ideas, kid. You said they are.
Listen, when we're talking about
to have that title as a title track, as the first track, is crazy. But Kane came off like LL Cool J as I'm bad. Like,
fair enough. I think
you ain't nothing.
I think both songs delivered the message again what both projects are gonna sound like. Because if you're into Slick Rick, then you happen to know that he's a storyteller, and that's exactly what the rest of the album's gonna be like. Where it's gonna be sort of a cool story. But again, we asked the question, which album had the better first song? We decided to put "Long Live the Kane" versus "Treated Like a Prosty," and it looks like this round goes entirely one-sided to Big Daddy Kane. So this round goes to Big Daddy Kane. Don't ever forget it, BDK. Oh, that sounds wrong, right? That's like some gang shit. We're talking about the legendary Big Daddy Kane, bitch.